Good morning. This is part 2 to the oil pulling question. So in part 1, I was going into mercury amalgam filling. So when you have a mercury amalgam filling, which are those silver fillings in the mouth, anytime you eat or drink anything that's really hot or cold, they expand and they contract, which is one of the reasons that when you've had fillings as a child, when you become an adult, now you need a crown because they make the tooth very brittle. And with this expansion and contraction, when those are finally removed, there's not a lot of tooth structure left. So they typically have to do a crown on these teeth that have mercury fillings. But when you oil pull, the same way that you absorb mercury into your body when you eat or drink something that's really hot or cold when you have a mercury filling, when you oil pull, if you have a mouthful of silver fillings, you may be doing your body some detriment because the oil pulling is going to pull. And it's going to pull small amounts of mercury from these fillings, and then you're mauling it around in your mouth and it's being absorbed into your buccal mucosa, so on the inside of your cheek. And we don't want that. This is one of the reasons why it's so important if you're going to get your silver fillings removed that you go to a SMART certified dentist. That's an acronym, SMART. It's for somebody who's highly trained in the safe removal of mercury amalgam, because you absorb more mercury in the removal of a silver filling than you do even when it's placed. And it's really important that this dentist has you gowned. It has a dental dam. They have what I call a snuffleupagus, which is a giant vacuum that they put here, so it sucks away the mercury vapor when it's removed. They're going to have really amazing safety features in the office. But back to oil pulling. I do not recommend that you oil pull if you have a lot of silver fillings. If you don't, have at it. But also know that it is not going to cure a dental abscess. It will help with the plaque accumulation for a few different reasons. So it's going to kill germs because it's an antibacterial, but it also leaves a light film of oil over your teeth. And in my opinion, this it kind of like is a buffer for plaque accumulation. So when I was a hygienist and I was seeing people that consistently oil pulled, they had very little plaque buildup on their teeth. Also, that could be because they're taking 20 minutes to oil pull every day and they've got some dedication to their oral health. But it is a night and day difference between someone who has poor gingival health, they have swollen gums, a lot of bleeding. When they start oil pulling consistently and they come in for their 6-month cleaning, I can see a dramatic difference. Crowns are a different issue. If you have a lot of metal crowns, I would also be a little bit hesitant to oil pull in that case as well, because they are what's called PFM, and I already did a video on this.